This is a company's price to sales ratio, and this number could be the difference between making a great investment or one that you regret in the future. Understanding how much you're paying for a particular company is absolutely essential, and the price to sales ratio is one of those metrics that's going to allow you to do just that. In this video, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about the price to sales ratio, including how to calculate this metric, why this metric matters, how to use it to make great investment decisions. And if you stay until the end of the video, I'm gonna also show you how it is that you can get this metric automatically calculated for a whole bunch of companies all at once, so you can spot investment opportunities very fast. The formula to calculate the price to sales ratio is very simple. All you need to do is take the market capitalization of a particular company and then divide that number by the annual revenue of that company. Now, the thing to note is that the market capitalization is constantly changing based on the constantly changing stock price. I'm gonna show you how to deal with that, but first we're gonna keep it simple and we're gonna calculate this number on an annual basis using a very familiar company. For that, we're gonna calculate this number for Apple, and the way that we're gonna do this is through the Y-Sheets add-on that works on Excel and Google Sheets. So just like this, we're gonna get all of the financial statements and the metrics that we need for this particular number. So first things first, we're gonna go to the key metrics, and right here we have identified the market cap. As you can see, this number is calculated on an annual basis and it goes quite a bit back into the past. So what we're gonna do is we are going to take this market cap number right here, and then we're gonna navigate to the income statement. So now we've put this market cap number right here. We can see the income statement with all of the different financial line items, and you can see that this is also on a historical basis. Now what we're gonna do is just simply apply the formula. So the price to sales ratio in this particular case is going to be the market capitalization of the company divided by the revenue of the company. So in this case, we can see that the price to sales ratio for this particular year, 2023, is 7.03. That means that at the current stock price, you're paying 7 times the revenue that Apple has generated. So you're paying 7 times this revenue right here. That is the price that you would be paying if you would be buying the entirety of the company. Now you can of course look into this on a per share basis. So for every share that you're buying of the company, you're paying 7 times the price of that particular share. This number can of course be calculated on a historical basis. So in this case, we would just take the market capitalization right here, and then we would just divide it by the revenue of the previous year. So once you have the formula, you can just simply drag it across and you can see how you get the number right away. Now, if we go back to our basic formula that we can see right here, we've talked about the fact that the company's market capitalization is constantly changing based on the stock price. To handle this, another way that we can calculate the price to sales ratio on a real-time basis is to get the real-time market capitalization of the company. For that, we're going to use the wise price function. So in this case, we are going to get the market cap of the company, and this is up to date based on the exchange information and is right up to the minute. So as you can see, this is the current market capitalization of Apple at the time that I'm recording the video. Now for the annual revenue, we could take the revenue for the last year, but the other thing that is quite common is to take the revenue for the past 4 quarters, and that is also known as the TTM revenue. For that, what we could do again is use the wise function. This is a slightly different function that allows you to get companies' financials, and we want the TTM value. So as you can see, we have this value right here. So if we wanted to calculate the price to sales ratio on more of a real-time basis, this would be the formula. So we're going to do it right here, and we're going to take the market capitalization, we're going to divide it by the TTM revenue, and this is going to give us the current price to sales ratio of Apple at this particular moment in time. Now, when it comes to how to use the price to sales ratio, the best way and the most typical way that this ratio is analyzed is by taking a whole bunch of companies in a similar industry. So in this case, we have companies in the semiconductor industry, and then we have a whole bunch of metrics that matter to us. These metrics can easily be changed to pretty much anything that you can imagine. But as you can imagine, one of the key metrics that we're analyzing right here is the price to sales ratio, and this is the TTM version that we talked about. Now, what you do is get the data for those companies, and now you can start to compare the numbers across the different companies. What you're looking for with the price to sales ratio is to pay the lowest amount possible for the highest quality of a company that you can. So for example, let's say that we believe that TSM is an excellent quality company, and we see that Nvidia has a ratio of 38, and for some reason, hypothetically speaking, TSM is a better company than Nvidia, and the company is only trading at 7.87. In that case, that could be a great indicator that TSM is a company that we should be looking forward to analyzing more and potentially investing in. And the reason why this is the case is because that would essentially mean that we're paying a low price for what seems to be a higher quality than another one of the competitors. Now, this is of course an overly simplified example, but once you have the numbers like this, it becomes so much easier to be able to compare a whole bunch of different companies at once and find out what are those companies that there's potential for them to be undervalued, where we can pay a reasonable price and expect a good return for our investment. Now you know everything that you do need to know about the price to sales ratio, so be sure to use this information so that you can make some great investment decisions for yourself and for those people that you most care about. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment in terms of what video you would like to see next, and I'll see you in the next one.